So this is how we take some crazy sniper entry using the rocket flow strategy, special strategy, of course, guided by a lot of confluences and all that, right? So although this is volatility 75, and although I entered the trade twice. The first time, look at the history, I was hit, I was tossed out of the market, but because I was sure of the stuff, you can see it still sell, showing that I have a very strong selling bias. Okay, now I entered another one still around the same entry. Now, although you can see on 4 hours time frame, you can say that this market has a bullish sentiment, a bullish characteristics. But if you go to higher time frame like the daily time frame, you discover that that bullish move on 4 hours time frame is a kind of correction on daily time frame because the market is generally on a downward movement, on a downward trend, as you can see, right? So this move upward is a kind of correction, and I'm hoping that the bearish movement will continue. But what informed my entry, right? So using the rocket flow strategy, I discovered that although on 4 hours time frame this is happening, but there was a sell off, a massive sell off. You can see this long two bearish candles. Okay, that was a sell off for me, and after that, there is a creation of what looks like bearish flag, as you can see very well. Just take a look at it. Although if you extend this and bring this down, it will look like a kind of triangle. Okay, asymmetric triangle. Okay, but then I'm looking at something like this bearish flag, which is the most important. And not just that, if you look at my Bollinger Bands, the Bollinger Band, the upper line of the Bollinger Band have been bounced off already. Okay, price bounced off from it, and we had this sell off. And remember what I said about this strategy. Please, the link to this strategy, I've made a couple of videos on this. Right, this is a live account, as you can see. It's a live account, and I'm looking at on 4 hours time frame, still part of the rocket flow strategy. You can see this yellow moving average. Okay, the details of all these indicators, they are in the main video I made about the rocket flow. So you can see that on 4 hours time frame, price is has crossed price is above the moving average, and on 1 hour time frame you can see price is below it, bouncing off from this moving average and the upper line of the Bollinger Band. Okay, so that means that on 4 hours time frame, price may likely or most likely approach the yellow moving average this way, may likely approach it, okay, to make a touch on it, and of course approach the lower line of the Bollinger Band. Okay, while it is also expected to descend, okay, having bounced off, because this is standing as a dynamic resistance now. Okay, both the upper line of the Bollinger Band and this moving average standing or acting as a dynamic and of course diagonal resistance to the movement of price upwards. So there is a likelihood that price would come down, okay, to make a touch on the lower line of the Bollinger Bands. You can say I had a confluence here, which would have given me a buying opportunity to this place, because if I had spotted that this is a bearish flag, okay, confirmed and supported by the rocket flow, you can see this somewhat looks like a flag. If I should draw it, a line on it, you discover that it looks like a flag. This is the pole and this is the flag itself, right? This is something I've made a couple of videos on. So, and for this flag to take a proper shape of flag, price has to make up and down, create series of low points and series of high points, and that's what we have here. So now it's actually a dangerous stuff, okay, to enter this kind of trade if you don't know what will happen, because it might be a failed flag and it will continue on. But because I know already what is happening, having confirmation from the rocket flow, then I decided to take a sell. Even when I was told that I entered too early, I was told that because I have a strong selling bias, I had to take another sell. Okay, now where is going to be my exit? Already, this is a very small account, and I've secured the profit. You can see I've moved my stop loss to below my M3. Okay, that way there's nothing that will put this trade into loss again. Okay, if it goes back to hit me, then I won't be in any. I will rather be in profit. This is not break even. Okay, because I've secured a certain portion or a certain percentage of the profit. So if I am to take my profit is going to be here, somewhere here. My profit is going to be somewhere here. Okay, just before this confluence or this line, okay, this trend line. Okay, so it's going to be somewhere around 130,238.25. That's going to be my take profit, and I'm going to hang on until price get to that place. Now if I place my horizontal line there, okay, and move over to 4 hours time frame, you will see that it is just shortly before the yellow moving average. Okay, now I'm having a feeling that, or a conviction that price will push down. Although if you look very well, you're going to see that this looks like pattern or double top, okay, which further confirms this. And if this is a double top, then this is going to be the neckline, right? And for this double top to be respected, there's going to be another bearish pattern that would drive price down, and that is why we have this bearish flag. Now after this massive sell that formed something that looks like the pole, we have something that looks like a flag. So this is a bearish pattern in a bearish pattern that is meant to drive price down. This is not gonna happen 100%, and that is why you need to trade with caution, your stop loss, and then have a better understanding of what price is in. So this is basically how we use a lot of confirmation. I know it might look somehow complicated to someone who doesn't understand my trading style, but this is how we roll. Honestly, this strategy has been on my channel for for God knows how long. Okay, and we use it to print money every now and then, right? I check in the description box to see the link to the video where I gave settings to this particular strategy. We still trade, we print money on a cool ground in a coded way. Now it's even going to become clearer when you move down to M15, right? If you move down to M15, you are going to see that there are formations of what looks like still M pattern, and of course double top, which may likely, I choose my words carefully because we don't restrict the movement of price. That's why you hear me use words like most likely, may likely. You understand? You can see price is moving down already, and this is the neckline, of course, shortly before the mid neckline. That's why I have my TP. But like I said, I'm not going to, I may likely not TP. I will just move my stop loss maybe a little bit above the yellow moving average on 15 minutes time frame. So I factor in all time frame, multiple time frames I trade with. So that is how we roll. So many thanks for watching. If you have further questions or you need me to make more videos on these, even another entirely new video on this with the settings, with more teachings, more revelations, new things, then you let me know. I'll gladly do that. You can see price is still pushing down already. Okay, so I'm looking at it's not as if I'm going to completely exit when price going to 130,97088. Okay, I would rather shift my stop loss because this trade is completely secure. This is V75. Imagine if we are using 0.5 on this would have been thousands and thousands of dollars if you have a good account. So that's gonna be all for this video, and I still remain CN, and I'll be talking to you in my next video. Stay tuned. Bye.
A few moments later.